Hi, welcome to ClassSafe. This is our presentation for today's hackathon. Today we'll walk you through that. So let's go to the next slide so we can go over our itinerary for today. So first off, we'll start off by telling you a little bit about our idea before we move into the actual tech. Then we'll talk about our impact. We'll talk about the actual technologies that we used, and finally we'll give you a demo, which we know you're waiting for.
So as for our idea, ClassSafe is a service that provides a higher level of classroom safety for all schools. We use COVID-19 tracing systems, as well as attendance systems that track students' movement throughout the school, as well as permission to enter specific rooms based on facial recognition, as well as timestamp logs for admins who are monitoring each room and overall floors for each classroom.
So here's some of the technologies that we use. We use machine learning and basically like artificial intelligence and a machine learning model to use facial recognition to detect the students' faces. We also had an application through Flutter for the admin side, which can be used in Chrome. And then we also have an Arduino system, which we'll demonstrate later. This basically communicates with the server-side machine learning and also with the database and everything. And this will basically open and close the door and also demonstrate if a person has been granted access or not. The next thing we have is a NoSQL database based in the cloud. We use both NoSQL and the real-time database for the various queries that we need to make. And the last thing that we are using is a cloud storage system for training the machine learning models and also to hold the temporary authentication images.
So the impact that we aim at ClassSafe is to create a safer and more regulated environment for students to thrive. With the implementation of multiple recognition methods, classroom live feeds, as well as time and student logging throughout the day for all classes, we're able to provide a sense of security for both teachers and students. With the transition to in-person learning coming soon in the future, we'll be able to use this technology to prevent more than just physical threats by utilizing contact tracing to foresee a safer environment school-wide.
Here are some of the plans we have for expanding in the future. First, we're going to add implementation into attendance systems that already exist. For example, Infinite Campus, PowerSchool, and Schoology are popular ones. So people don't have to switch to a new system and they can use the one they already have. And guest access into a classroom. So guests can scan their ID to verify that they're a student, and an interactive map-based web app where an admin can follow the path easily. So now we're going to demonstrate the
overall Flutter web app in the next presentation.
Here is the web app. So right when you log in, you'll see a list of all classrooms. And when you click on one of the classrooms, you can see a log of who entered and left. So it's basically an attendance sheet. If you want to see the live feed, you can click the button on the bottom right. And you'll see pretend like this is the camera at the room, you'll see the live feed. And if you want to authenticate someone, right now we have it only manually, but in the future, we plan on doing it automatically. But I would upload this image, and then this image would be uploaded to Firebase, which would be authenticated by Subam.
Sure. So if you look at the Firebase over here, we're going to have the students coming in, each student will be scanned. What will happen in our storage, we're going to have photos of each student prior. So you can see all these students, which is just photos of us that we're using. Now, Akil sent me this photo, downloaded.png. Now, here's our real-time database. This is where we do all our communication. Now, this is our backend on the left-hand side, our Google Collaboratory notebook. Our backend will be running an artificial intelligence model called DeepFace, which will be analyzing each face that comes in. Now, Akil sent me a photo of himself, and you can see there's 10 representations found, and we can see that there's a few that are matching. Since they're matching, you see the door comes unlocked. Now the door goes back to being locked. So now Shrikar, can you show the Arduino really quick?
Yeah, so basically, as you can see here, this is the Arduino, this is servo, this is the LEDs, and this is the actual microcontroller here. So Subam basically unlocked the room, right? So Akil, quote unquote, entered the classroom. Now this is now green and the servo also moved. And then after 5 seconds, this will automatically become red. The door will automatically close after 5 seconds. So Subam, do you want to basically, yeah, there you go. Now it's open again. So we use an Arduino microcontroller and a servo and some LEDs. And this is all controlled from the database through the machine learning backend. That's our entire presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.